Well, it's no longer a crisis for Eden Hazard. His 6th game for Real Madrid, and he's managed to find the back of the net in a 4-2 win over Granada. They were 3-0 up in this game. Bale certainly performing well. Benzema got the first goal. They then let 2 goals in, which is a similar story for their season. But they got the job done thanks to a first goal back in Real Madrid colours for James Rodriguez. So 4-2 it finished.
Yeah, with his right peg as well. You know, Real Madrid, it's pretty clear what their Achilles heel is, and that's defending. You know, they're lucky they end up getting a draw midweek in the Champions League against Bruges because they can't defend. And they've been showing us since the start of the season that they can't defend, and that they always look vulnerable, particularly on the counter-attack. Now, right now, they're fortunate that up the other end of the field, the likes of Bale and Benzema, and now Hazard eventually, is putting the ball in the back of the net. Because if that goes wrong, then they're going to be losing a lot more games, no question.
Once they've got that swagger back, and a lot of it is going to be down to a performance from Hazard, let's say. Modric looked good. Hazard involved in the goal for Modric. It was a special finish from him. If they can get that going, though, it does take the pressure conceivably off the back line, doesn't it?
It's funny the way you said that, although you expect them to get a swagger back. They haven't had a swagger for about 18 months. You know, and there's nothing to suggest that they're going to get a swagger. You know, there's no question that they're going to be up and around the top fighting for the title. The problem is themselves, Barca and Atleti are all a little vulnerable. And so this could go on the whole season. I'm not so sure that any of these sides are going to get the swagger back. And certainly there's nothing to suggest Real Madrid are going to get the swagger back, because every time they play, we're hanging on looking at the result because we're not sure they're going to actually perform. That's where they are. And there's nothing to suggest that they're not going to continue to be, well, vulnerable, certainly defensively.
You just mentioned Barca and Atleti, who are playing on Sunday as well. Difficult game for Barcelona with Sevilla. Atletico Madrid away from home at Valladolid. Real Madrid have not made themselves friendly favourites by any stretch of the imagination, but are any of them favourites?
I don't think there is. No, I think this is no question a 3-horse race. You know, and Barcelona and Real Madrid, for me, have the same problem defensively. Whereas Atleti are not going to score as many goals, but are going to be better defensively. So you've got a right couple of mixes going on there. But certainly right now, I find it very difficult to put one of these 3 teams ahead of the other. So right now, which is good for the league, it's a 3-horse race for me.
Just personally on Hazard, what will the performance have done for him individually, do you think?
Huge. The game, it's one thing to have ability, it's another thing to have the confidence to go and use it. And when your confidence is low, then you hesitate. You take a little bit longer to think. And when you do that, if you're playing against good defenders, then you've lost your advantage. When you're in free flow mode, that Hazard was, particularly last season with Chelsea, things become easy. You do things quicker, you make better decisions, and you certainly score more goals. So listen, this goal for him is going to open up the field for him.
Okay, potentially a stepping stone then for Eden Hazard as he opens up the field. Unfortunately, Real Madrid at the back, they've got the opposite problem.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.